You don't know me though, but you know who does.
Okay.
You don't know me though, but you know who does.
Alright.
You don't.
Drip gang in the building. Alright. I want to go ahead and say shout out to everybody that's watching the channel. Shout out to everybody that's liking, subscribing, staying tuned. We're bringing you the latest, the greatest, everything we can bring to the table. And we got a few topics on the board to discuss. The first thing I want to go ahead and discuss is I want to go ahead and get into is the brand new EP that I'm dropping this year. Y'all make sure y'all go stay tuned for that. It's called America's Watching. You're gonna have B.A.G on there. You're gonna have a few other features from the Fort Worth area. You know what I'm saying? This album, this EP, this extended play is meant to put unity within the city, to, you know, uplift, empower, enlighten, you know, my peers, you know, every individual that's watching this is for you guys, you know what I'm saying? So this EP is not like a vibe-ish or like a conscious level of like chill mode. It's a conscious level, but it's a conscious level of excitement, enlightenment, and like I said, empowerment, you know, because that's the main thing that I'm trying to implement into this EP, into this project. I'm trying to get that be heard, you know what I mean? I do want to say that I would like to have more features on there, but I feel like there is certain artists here in the Fort Worth area that kind of act on some like
Cringy shit.
not cringy, well, cringy shit, but for the most part, it's more of like, they think they all that. They think they're better. They think they need a $50 feature fee or whatever the case may be, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pay a feature for anybody. All right, I don't get down like that. I will only pay for a feature if I really want the person on my shit, and I know for a fact I'll get my investment back. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I will actually pay for a feature. But if, you know, I feel like some niggas might come up to me and like, shit, I'm gonna have to charge you, you know? What I'm saying? But when that comes into play, it's like, first of all, this is a unity thing. This is more of a get together.
It's more like a community.
Yes, it's more of like stay together, stay strong together type shit. You know what I'm saying? If we unite as one, not 5, 7, 8, 10, 15 little stupid ass cliques, if we just unite as one whole group, you know, we can change this game out. You know what I'm saying? Because Fort Worth is plagued by enviness and selfishness
And dictatorship.
and all that bad shit that comes along with that. And me and Tay, you know, me and B.A.G, you know what I'm saying, we's not down with that shit. That shit is a big no-no for us. And Tay, what do you gotta say about that? What are your thoughts?
Well, knowing my Fort Worth community, bro, there'll be a whole bunch of trash at the river and shit. I'm like, it's just horrible, bro. Like, I don't feel like they don't really help out the community. Like, I feel like they're trying to take over our community and shit, and let the rich people buy it out, make it how they want it. But it's not cool, bro. Like, why take over it? You can help us out, at least fix the buildings, like fix more housings, like make more stores for us, or make better schools for us, you know, and make the community more safer.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. I kind of feel like this is all going on too fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to keep you guys updated with episodes every day to let you know what's going on. Specifically to the Fort Worthians. You know what I'm saying? If you're not from Fort Worth and you watch this, still shout out. But I'm also giving the people that don't live here an outside scoop. But yes, on the EP, I will address a few things. Environmental issues, social issues, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm experiencing, you know, this kind of like gentrification feeling. You know, the white task force likes to call it revitalization, but that's just another fancy bullshit word for gentrification. You know what I'm saying? To take all of the original people out of their neighborhood because you want to fucking knock shit down and build. How you gonna build a condo right next to the stacks? That shit will look ugly as fuck. Okay. First of all, the stacks looks perfect as it is. Leave it alone. Leave that community alone. Leave us alone. This goes out to the white task force in Fort Worth. Instead of spending all that fucking money on stupid ass suites and condos, fix those fucking streets on my streets.
For real, bro.
I pay y'all niggas taxes, and what do y'all do with it? You want to go fucking revitalize shit when it doesn't need no revitalization. And the white people that be like, oh, it needs to look good. First of all, Playboy, you live in West Side, North Richland Hills, White Settlement, Wedgewood. You stay in fucking River Oaks. You stay in fucking Keller. You stay in Watauga. So you have no reason to be coming over to our turf and saying what's good for us. Because you wouldn't know shit. Because you don't hang in the South. Do you go on Hempville and buy tacos and buy you a little prostitute afterwards? No, you do not, sir. So fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? New EP coming out. America's watching. America's watching. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be back with the all-new Mr. Casserole show. What's up for the camera?
Fuck you, Twist. I'm gonna fuck your wife, nigga. Just wait. It's not gonna happen later on, but it will happen in the future. I'm gonna steal your bitch. His dad was hardcore racist. And he had these racist tattoos on his face, on his head. And this one black guy, he said, like, I know you ain't a bad person. I know you was forced to be racist. Like, look, this lady might cheer for you to like take all those tattoos away from your face and make you have a new life.
Did you see this on TV?
No, it was on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm saying on TV. I remember seeing that. I do remember that, and like they basically like educate them enough to be like, hey man, you know, like this ain't you. And they're like, yeah man, this ain't me, like I was raised around this and shit, and they'll like go get their like swastikas taken off with that laser thing. I think I've seen that video before.
And there was like a whole bunch of them niggas. Like this guy like he have his own house full of racist people. Yeah, he have a racist girlfriend that he doesn't really want to be with. Yeah. And this one chick, she have a Nazi tattoo, and this guy was like a tattoo artist, so she wanted to cover it up, and she did. And her kids used to be Nazism too. Yeah. And this one lady said, I don't want no Nazis kids around my neighborhood.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the all-new Mr. Casserole show. This is your host, Primo.
Your co-host, B.A.G, you know what's going on in drinking, you know, okay. Our topic today is about no more Trump in 2020. You know why? Because your president is gone. He's not coming back. He went back to the rich neighborhood, you know. To all y'all gamers who support Trump, y'all can suck my dick and y'all can burn in hell. That's for facts. You know what? Trump was not a good man. He was a dictatorship. He's racist as hell. He had some friends that were some murderers, rapists. Who was that one guy who owned his own island?
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. You could die in hell too. I'm not sure he's still alive, but you can suck my dick too.
He committed suicide, by the way.
Oh, like, fuck him. Anyways, I'm not proud of Trump what he did. I'm not. Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all people. I don't see what you see in him. He's not no hero, to be honest. To be honest, he almost fucked us over for our tax money. He's trying to take all the money from the government, I know that. And he's trying to fuck our community, I know that for sure. He's trying to fuck everyone up. Plus, we almost died from different countries, right? We was looking to go to war with them because of what Trump did. Because I know he made a deal with some Russian people.
Definitely.
And he bombed Iraq, I think. Did he?
Syria. A lot of places, yeah.
But that makes you think like, since he bombed Syria, how much, like, how many kids do you kill from that bomb? Like, have you thought of that? Like, there's some kids that didn't need to be involved with that shit. The shit he did. And that hurts me a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure there was some kids that were innocent.
Yep, they didn't do anything.
Yeah, like, it's fucked up. And you call Trump your savior, your hero, like you're some type of god. He's not no god. He's just an asshole, redneck guy.
Tay said it best, ladies and gentlemen. Tay said it best. I agree with Tay. I believe that the whole reason for this pandemic is because of the Trump administration. They poorly executed and they poorly did not complete anything for the American people. They only, supported and benefited, super money packs, their wealthy donors, billionaires,
A few years.
anybody that made more than $400K a year, got benefited by him. Most working class Americans earn less than $100K a year. You know what I mean? And that's sad because that's not even sufficient in life, because the inflations are going high. Inflations have been inflating since I can remember, which was like 7 years old. I was like 7 when I first started seeing inflation. What I'm saying is like, for as long as I've known, I'm saying personally being on Earth,
Yeah.
personally being here, because I remember when I was 5, gas was super cheap. Super cheap. I think it was like $1.20 for a gallon, or like almost $1 for a gallon. But it just inflates. In the 70s, I think it was like 25 cents a gallon.
Yeah, that's what my dad said.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever supported Trump, ever, ever, and it's because you support him because you know what he's capable of doing, you know what he has done, you know what he will possibly do for you, then you're a bitch.
You basically send your soul to Satan, basically.
And a lot of what pisses me off the most is that there's like a lot of white evangelicals out there. And basically, if you folks don't know what an evangelical is, it's basically somebody who's like a TV church guy. Mm-hmm. They get on TV and they're at church and they're preaching this and that. But really, those guys are from the devil as well. Those are false prophets.
Like, so you have a nice, $1 million church, but you charge people to go in? That makes no sense.
Yeah, and it is that way because you go to church and they're like offering. So
And you have a sports car.
that's how they make money. I feel like most pastors, not all of them, but most of them, they ain't shit. They ain't about God and stuff. They want to make people from hard-working class Americans that believe in God. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say this right now on the Mr. Casserole show, alright?
Go right.
I want to be a pastor when I'm like 60. When it's time to be a pastor.
Okay.
Some people, I remember I told a few people that they're like, oh, well, you need to go to college for that. I was like, to be a pastor, you don't need to go to school for that. You need to live the life for God.
And wisdom.
Learn wisdom, knowledge, empowerment, and live for God. Live by the 10 Commandments. You know what I'm saying? Live by that. Earn your stripes with the Lord. That's how I believe you become a pastor. You don't just become a pastor like, alright, I want to become a pastor, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to make bank, bet. Like, no. Being a pastor is not about getting money, acquiring money. It's about harvesting souls for Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's what I truly. That being said, I ain't down with evangelicals. I am not down with these obsessed Trump Christian people because they're not Christian. They're not. They only say they're Christian because they believe in this imaginary white image. Because first things first. Here's what happened. So there was some harassment going on at an off-campus party and it involved a whole bunch of racist white kids and a black kid.
Excuse me?
There was a whole bunch of white kids and one black kid. And basically, they were doing like physical harassment, bullying, acts of racism within that community and within that school itself. But what they specifically did to this individual that so happened to be of color, they tortured him. They beat him up. They made him drink piss. And it made me think, where do those kids learn that from? Where do those kids get that behavior?
Their fucking parents.
Their parents, exactly.
Pass on with their fucking grandparents. It had to be.
I feel like those kids should definitely be held accountable, but the most is the parents that should be held accountable.
And the grandparents.
And the grandparents. Because usually it's always those white dinosaur kooks.
The old head kooks. Because the only reason you can learn about racism, like hardcore racism, is from the old head kooks.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, as someone to like Rush Creek, there was some racism kids in that school. Like there was some racist kids that went to Rush Creek. And some other schools I used to go to, like I forgot, like I used to go to different areas. But yeah, there were some kids that would spit on my face.
Whoever spit in Tate's face, your mom's a hoe.
And I remember this one teacher lady, I was in kindergarten, she stepped on my finger.
What? She stabbed your finger?
No, she stepped on my finger.
Oh, what a bitch.
Yeah.
What's this bitch's name? Let's get on this bitch's ass. Finna cook this bitch right now.
I don't know, bro. Like I forgot her name, but I still remember those days.
The teacher that stepped on Tay's finger, you're a whore. Your daughter's probably a whore. And I'm only saying that out of anger.
And it's not her. And there was this one Mexican guy who used to smack me on the head with this book. Yeah.
What's his name? Let's call these niggas out.
I don't remember the names, bro, but I do remember their faces.
Hey man, fuck y'all niggas one time for the one time. Y'all niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas ain't shit. I do remember my teachers. I had Miss Anguiano, Mexican. Mr. Verone, he's a white guy. He a bitch though. Fuck Mr. Verone. Fuck you nigga for funking me once. I remember one time I was drawing something and like, I mean it was hard for me to learn, okay? I had a very short attention span as a child and I still do to this day, but it wasn't as bad as when I was a kid. And I remember one time he grabbed my pencil and started like, right here, right here, right here, right here. And as a kid, I was like, are teachers even supposed to do this? And I remember everybody just looking at me and then looking at him like, what the fuck? Yeah. Mr. Verone, I tell you this game gonna run the train on you, what? And basically, Miss Valenzuela was a bitch. I remember one time, I told my mom how she mistreated me once. And guess what my mom did? She went to go confront her. And she got on her ass, and Miss Valenzuela was all like, oh, it's just this and that. You know, like, she got cornered by my mom. You know, that's Mama Bear. You know what I'm saying? You don't fuck with Mama Bear's kids and shit. And guess what happened the next day? She wants to call me on in front of the whole class talking about, and he told his mom this and that. I was like, first of all, Miss Valenzuela, you a bitch, okay? I hope you watch the Mr. Casserole show with your dirty curly ass curls, you know, dirty stinking cola, you know what I'm saying? Smelling like Colombian roast and shit up your anus. You fucking dirty bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Alright? You gave me a hard time in school. I call you the bruja. You probably do witchcraft.
Is your sister still studying?
Or what?
Your sister,
Oh, yeah. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to hold down just a bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I got my sis next door doing some studies, you know what I'm saying? And I also want to say, President Biden, shout out. Former President Dump, you fucked it all up, nigga. I could have done my show as loud as I wanted to, but you want to go ahead and fuck everything up so now kids can't really go to school. Because you a bitch. We'll be back on the all-new Mr. Casserole. I want to go ahead, please go vote for Jordan Mims, City Council, District 9. I want to go ahead and also give a shout out to another running mate for District 9. And I'm not choosing sides. I don't choose sides, okay? I'm all about unity. But different people are running for the same reasons that
way you want to have.
Yeah, we all want the same thing. We all want unity. We all want
equal rights.
Equal rights. We want racism out. We want transportation. We want, benefits for Fort Worthians and Fort Worthians only.
And more jobs.
More jobs, you know what I'm saying? Give my nigga Tay a job, you know what I'm saying? He need a job, you know what I'm saying? So you get them STEM, you get that third STEM, you know what I'm saying? So please, ladies and gentlemen, please, I want to go ahead and, give a shout out to Ricardo Avidia. He's running for City Council District 9. Sorry, Ricardo, if I mispronounced your name. Very sorry about that if I didn't. Cool. So y'all make sure y'all go follow him on Ricardo Avidia for City Council on Instagram. Show your support. Also, please, you know what I'm saying, get out in the polls. Register to vote. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my peers don't like the game, so let's please change the rules. We'll be on the all-new Mr. Casserole show with Primo and your host, co-host. Yes, sir. Let's believe it. It's to harvest.
It used to be nationalism too. Yeah. And this one lady said, I don't want no. What's up, world? It's your boy B.A.G. You know, it's Dripping. You know, it's what's up. Y'all wondering what you expect of B.A.G. You know, like, what's this guy mean? Honestly, bro, I just want things to be good for me, you know? And I do want things to be changed for this country. And obviously, I want to change myself too, you know? But to be honest, bro, I'm just tired of being in the hood, you know? I'm tired of seeing homeless people in the streets, you know, and I'm just tired of being broke. Cause it's kind of hard to get a job for my skin color and other racist people, you know, other race. But the thing I want to do for my future is like, I want to make history for myself, you know, and have a name to myself when I die, you know, because I know it's going to happen soon or later, so I'm going to make this time useful, you know, put this down to a documentary so people know about the truth, know about us, what we're trying to do, you know, and more things, because if I have a kid, I hope they watch this video, you know, in the future. But down to that, bro, like, the things I'm trying to do is I try to make movies, you know, for Mr. Casserole World, for PC to DC, you know, for B.A.G, you know, and other things. Sure, I want to get sponsored by stuff because I like gaming, like, I like Amy movies, I like all type of things, you know. And I do want to learn about different religions, you know, talk to different people that I never seen or met before, or I went to different countries, well, except for Chicago, but I want to experience some different things that people in the hood never get a chance to experience, you know, to follow their dreams they want to do, you know. And kids in high schools that they want to do. And I know some of the people I knew didn't make it through this time, but they commit suicide or they got murdered or gang-related stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to get away from the negativity. I'm trying to get into the positivity, you know, that people are looking for, you know, like looking for an idol, you know. Like, I'm not trying to be a leader, but I'm trying to be like a helper, you know. I'm trying to put voice, you know. send a message, you know, not just for me, but for the whole world and all the different religions. Cause some of the religions I don't agree with, like there's some other countries that they can't have fun, you know, that they're restricted, you know, like there's some like it's funny, like EPayne telling you, like there's some countries like Jesus was born from. I forgot what it's called, but you can't even have fun over there, bro. Cause that's like a holy country, like it's hardcore holy, like you can't even do nothing. Like you can't even express yourself. Like you can't have a DJ over there to have fun. And it's crazy part is like there's like this one girl, like EPayne told me, like I forgot her name was, but she was arrested cause she wanted people to have fun with her music. I don't see that's a crime. Like white people can't express themselves with music, you know. Like I'm pretty sure Jesus loved music. Cause you think that he want people to have fun? Of course he would. But I don't think that he will judge people the way they are. But in that whole city, like they say, like if you're gay, you will. But they say, but if you're gay, you will die in that holy city, and that's cruel. That's worse than being racist, you know. Like it's worse than Nazism. But that's where Jesus came through. But you can't just change the rules that way you want it, because we're still human beings. Like, don't we all deserve equal rights? Like, do we all deserve to have a better future? Yes, we do. We all do. But it doesn't mean that you should take advantage and be greedy of what you're capable of. Like, use your skill, use your knowledge to help us, you know, help the community, help this whole world to make it better for us and doing it for the future. Because in my belief, I'm pretty sure there's bigger threats in this world than out there that we might not know. Because we might even know what could hit us from the hell. It could be outside visitors tell us like, oh, these people were fucked up, we might as well kill the whole race, whatever. But again, there's bigger threats out there to worry about. But I'm gonna say is like, help this world, come on, let's help us out, you know. We all tired of being miserable, we tired of all this pain-ass. Shoot, I'm tired of seeing these protest people because they still fighting for their freedom rights. Like, yeah, I salute for them, but all this madness is getting out of control. I'm just tired of violence. All I want to do is smoke weed and be happy, to be honest. When I see these kids around my neighborhood, they try to tell them we're not Nazis no more. But yeah, this Mr. Casserole World with B.A.G. Get more topics he wants to talk about. Like, come on, like don't be afraid to tell us what you want us to talk about, because this show's for you, not for y'all people. Not for us, but for y'all. We're here to speak the truth. We're here to bring out the voice. We're not here to bring no drama. Even though we act all silly sometimes, you know, this and that, but we're just here to show you what we seen and express from our people. But yes, but we gonna have more episodes. We'll still keep on making videos the best we can. But again, this show's not here to offend other people. It's only for the people who's being dicks and assholes, you know, abusing power, being dictatorship. Cause you know Uncle Sam, shit, and the rednecks who racist. Like, come on, dude. Like, those days are not here no more. Cause like, bro, we in 2021. This is the new modern age for us. Like, this is the chance for to change. You know, if we don't take advantage of us to change, bro. Like, the more chaos could corrupt. Will still be more violence, more things being dead. Cause come on, dude. I mean, come on, y'all. Like, can we all just get along already? That's all I gotta say. Just change. Not for me, but for the whole world. You know. At least do it for your kids, cause you putting bad names for your kids, bro. Like, you're racist and you teach your kids to be racist. Like, do you want your kids have like a better future that you had, or what your grandparents had back then? Because I'm pretty sure you feel way better if you teach them better things than not the things that you learn from your own parents, like from your grandparents back then that were racist, you know, like hardcore racist. But yeah, just help your kids out, like, because you don't want them to be trash, you know. With your kids, if you seeing this, I love y'all. Just let you know. You see this? This was your merch, right? I'm gonna piss on it. I'm gonna piss on it to the point it's fucking drowned or piss. You fucking dirty skinbag. You fucking racist piece of shit, bro.
Hoes better recognize I don't claim no set. I represent 6 Davy East Southside funky time. I stay around here if you claim